to Starry-Eyed Tarot. Happy Saturday to everybody. I might need to move some things here. All right. There we go. And I'm just going to move this. Hopefully this works. And it does. We won't be having the issues that I had yesterday with my laptop flailing around everywhere like it was yesterday. So sorry about that. Yeah, no, it wasn't charged up. Thankfully, I have this pretty charged up. Yeah, be concerned about that. But welcome everybody to Starry-Eyed Tarot. My name is Sophie. I am your friendly tarot reader for the evening. I can answer any questions that you may have, with the exception of medical and or legal questions. I can't answer those. Let's see. And we are using the adorable little Twin Stars tarot deck today. Love this deck. Very, very, very cute. And let me... So all of my donation information can be found now pinned at the top of the chat. That is all there. Welcome, Timothy. So in addition to answering whatever tarot question, let me this. In addition to whatever questions you may have, with the exception of medical or legal questions, I am also I offer a variety of different types of readings, different types of modalities. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are indeed interested in, please let me know beforehand, before sending your donation and getting started, just so I can make sure that I can indeed get in touch with that person. There's been a few times where I haven't been able to get in touch with a particular person, and I just don't want to disappoint or cause any confusion or anything like that. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you, hon. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Good evening to you, my friend. Hope all is well with you. Things aren't too hot where you are right now. Sorry, 1 second here. This is my door. It's very, very interesting. All right, and we are back. Debbie. All right, so yes, I can, there's a few different types of readings that I offer. Also, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for your subscription. If you are returning, welcome back and good to see you. I also, as Debbie knows, I also offer past life regression readings. I've been studying past life regression therapy for quite a while, since I was very young. And I've been giving past life regression on this channel I've had this channel for nearly 5 years now. It's been 4.5. Yeah, it's been 4.5. Yes. Actually, it'll be exactly 4.5 years on the 11th of this month. So in a couple of days, it'll have been 4.5 years. I started giving the past life regression readings about 3 years ago, and they are just absolutely fascinating. There's a YouTuber I like that I was watching earlier, and she was talking about the whole theory, the whole online theory that humans are actually aliens, like Palladians, or I don't know if y'all have heard this stuff, like the Palladians or the Lemurians from Mount Shasta. Basically, the theory that we are not souls, but we are, but we're from other planets. It's not something that I subscribe to, but I do like the YouTuber. She's very funny. Her name is Funky Frogbait. Very funny lady. But what did she say? Oh, she was talking about past life regression, giving it a little bit of shit, and she said, isn't it ironic? Yeah. Oh, she also made a nod to the Bay Area crystal wielding baddies, guilty. But what did she say? Yeah, isn't it funny how whenever people get past life regressions, all their past lives are really effing cool and they had really dynamic, like rad, totally awesome lives? I'm like, you haven't gotten one from me, honey. I don't know if Debbie's still watching right now, but I know you've had some fascinating past lives, but there's been a few that were really tough. And I've had to give past life readings where it's just like, wow, this was a really, I don't want to say like just like a boring life, but it was hard. It was, you were like a very hard, you were not at the gentry, you were like a very low working person, or you had, you weren't able to, I've had to tell people like they weren't able to walk in a life. Like, no, not everyone's past life is peachy effing keen. But all fascinating in their own way, and they all serve their own purpose, in my opinion, and in my clients' opinions, as to just illuminating more of what your soul's tapestry is, what your spirit's tapestry is, and how that hey, am I still live, y'all? Or did I just get interrupted? Are we still? And hey, Diana, I just saw that I just received a donation from you. I hope that I'm still live right now. Can somebody please confirm? However, I did send a Venmo for. Sorry, I didn't see your other note. Hey, hun, I'm at work. I won't be able to be on the live. Okay. So you can't get. Did you want me to do a So you want to do a timestamp reading, love? I'll do it now, and you can rewatch it later. Am I familiar with Heyokas? No, I'm not familiar. It's interesting. My dad was talking about that Hawaiian Hopapopa Mapatoa thing. I'd never heard of it before, but then I heard about it it's one of those things where like you hear about something for the first time, and then you hear about it again like the next day. That happened yesterday. I don't know if y'all have heard of that Hopamapa. I am not pronouncing it correctly, so deepest apologies to anyone who speaks Hawaiian. I'm like, I don't even know. I think it's a saying. I don't know what this Heyokas are. What's going on with Daniel? He's just been a little distant. We're friends. He's a Scorpio and I'm a Capricorn. Okay. What's going on with Daniel right now? Diana, before you take off, and I'm gonna stamp this, before you take off, I know y'all are friends. Do you want me to ask what his thoughts, feelings, and intentions are? It's a type of spiritual empath. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I didn't know if it was like one of the alien things I was talking about, or but that's interesting. I'll have to look that up. Thank you for sharing that. I'm probably come back to see the light, and I'm sorry if this is a lot. I hope everyone is doing well on this full Aquarius. I did not know. I knew it was a full moon because it was very full last night, but not completely. I didn't know it was an Aquarius. I went outside last night at like 3. I'm at my parents' house, and they live on the lake, and the moon was gorgeous last night. I just felt very drawn to it, like more than I normally do. And I was gonna put a little moon here next to my face, but I accidentally put my, but whatever. Oh, much love to you too, Diana. Let's get started with this. I'm gonna timestamp it, even though I think you know the timestamp. I hope this is the correct one, because it did knock me up here for a sec. But basically, at the 5-minute and 20-second part. Definitely have to download Blackout. Okay, is that a movie or what's that? Hi, Jesse, Oliver, Abram. Welcome. Okay, Diana, let's see what's going on with you and Daniel. What's going on with Daniel? He said he's pulling back his energies, or he's been a little distant. Sorry, before I do that, I do want a couple of just a delicious sip of tea. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here. Alright. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How should I ask this? Yeah, what's going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What's going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Messengers and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? And spirit guides, what is going on with Daniel right now towards Diana? Where am I from? I'm from the wonderful, wonderful Bay Area, my friend. We have, and thank you for your sub. Thank you for being at this channel, for coming to the channel, subscribing. We always love new people. We have 8 of Wands reversed, 9 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot reversed, and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I know you say you guys are just friends, but you feel his energy pulling back. You want to know what's going on with him. I don't know if you guys are speaking right now, but there's something about, with the first card being the 8 of Wands reversed, this is the communication card. And we have it in its reversed form. So I don't know if you guys are straight not talking right now, but I don't know if that's what you said in your question. But I got the sense that he energetically is pulling away at this time. And I also, excuse me, I see that also with this 9 of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Pentacles Chariot reversed, taking a step back. And this isn't something necessarily permanent. Like I said, I don't know if this is a matter of the two of you aren't speaking at all right now, or if this is more of a matter of the rhythm, the cadence of your communication has slowed down, or say you expect, I don't know. I text, a few different people. I have friends, I have family members, and I get maybe like 5 or 6 texts from one person a day. I make phone calls or receive phone calls, maybe 1 or 2 from one person a day, or like. I mean, you know what to expect from a certain person in your life in terms of their vacation, and Chariot reversed. Um, Again, I don't feel like this is anything permanent. Um, he still values you very deeply. With the Queen of Pentacles, you are still a very important person in his life. He's not, oh, he's a Capricorn. No, you're the Capricorn. He's the Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. Both of your signs tend to move slowly. I know this is a friendship, but even in friendship, and both of your signs tend to need some space from time to time, especially if there's something going on that's particularly or distracting is the word that's coming to mind, but I don't feel like that's the right word. But when there's things going on in our lives, and they do cause external factors that cause decisions or disruptions, I think is a better word in our interpersonal relations and connections. But he does indeed still want to be friends with you with this 3 of Pentacles right here in the center. This isn't a matter of him feeling like you guys can't work as friends, you guys shouldn't continue as friends, that you guys, it's nothing, I'm not getting anything of that nature. It's more just he is definitely taking a step back energetically and possibly communicatively with this 8 of Wands here. Wands are the realm of energy, but they're also very communicative arcana. The card, this card itself is, is communication, is a message. So yeah, if you're not hearing from him a lot right now, if you feel if you feel an energy right now, definitely trust your intuition, because I'm seeing it here. I'm sensing it from where I am. The energy is palpable. I don't know. It's nothing, and it's nothing you did. I hope I said that earlier. I don't know if I made that clear, but it's nothing you said. It's nothing you did or didn't do or didn't say. It's that was of your doing. This is some external fact that's unrelated to you, that has pulled him away, essentially, but not permanently. It would be nice if he could have communicated, or if he could communicate at this time, hey, and actually, that's interesting. I was dating a Capricorn for a little while, and it was long distance, and so the communication was very, like, I noticed, like, if I didn't hear from him a certain amount of times a day, I noticed. And because that communication, that long distance communication, is got really when it's long distance. And we were just friends, and there was something more, but we weren't anything official. But I remember one time, he had a health retreat thing that he was doing, a therapy retreat, and he wasn't going to have like internet service or like phone service. He was going up into the mountains, and he told me, sorry, excuse me, I have like a hair right on my nose, there we go. And he told me before he left, he was like, hey, I'm going to be gone for the next few days. I'm doing this retreat. Please don't think that I'm like not talking to you or ignoring you or anything like that. But it'd be very hard for me to reach out to you. And I was so grateful that he got, he was totally honest. It was just like, hey, I've got a lot of stuff going on, and that was the other thing, was he had a lot of stuff going on, and the reason why he was doing the therapy retreat. So I can't tell you what specifically it is. You may know what it is that's going on in his life that is causing him to pull back a little bit. You may find out. It may be something like, next time you guys speak, like, hey, like, I know it's been a little while, or my energies were a little bit not as normal as they were. I've been going, or you might, just say I've been going through A, B, C, and D. But these are external factors that I'm definitely sensing. I do not sense anything that you said or did, and I do not sense that it's permanent at all. So that is what I am seeing for you, Miss Diane. Thank you so very much for your donation. I really appreciate you, and hope I brought you clarity to the situation. And I know you said that you are going to come back and watch it in a bit. So if you have, oh shoot, Diana, eyes that you paid for 10 cards. We're going to add to that. And I also just saw that Austin just made a donation. Thank you so much, Austin. Diana, we're going to extend your reading, okay, honey? I'm so sorry about that. Just apologies. I didn't realize you donated for 10 cards. So unless you're still on here, you can ask another question. Otherwise, we're just going to get some more insight as to exactly what's going on here, why he's pulling away, if we get some more cards, okay? And let me go ahead and add Mr. Austin. Thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you, my friend. Hi, no free readings are not available. I don't do free readings. Thank you, hun. But all my donation information can be found in the chat. Hi, Erwin. Good to see you too. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's a long story, and if I have some time, I might share it. Thank you for asking. All right, Diana. So we're gonna pull back the cards that we had the last 5, and we're gonna add another 5 to that and get some clarity here. Okay? You're like, damn, girl, this is a long ass. I had no idea. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why is Daniel pulling away or acting? What's going on with Daniel towards Diana? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is going on with Daniel towards Diana at this time? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is going on with Daniel towards Diana at this time? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is going on with Daniel towards Diana at this time? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is going on with Daniel towards Diana at this time? All right, hun, we have the Page of Swords reversed. Sorry, I don't have my initial setup with my card cam. Death first, 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups reversed, and the Sun reversed. Okay. This is getting clearer now. Definitely things are doubling down. Excuse me, everybody. Things are definitely doubling down in regards to my theory that this is not a you thing. You did not do anything or say anything or conversely not say something or say something that you shouldn't have. These are very much external factors, and Daniel is going through it right now. He is going through it. Sorry, one moment. Yeah, there's definitely like heavy energy here. Yeah, we've got this with this 8 of Wands reversed. We've got this Page of Swords reversed right underneath. Page of Swords reversed is definitely somebody who's going through it. The Page of Swords upright is somebody whose head is always above the clouds, who cuts through the BS in life. When there, and there is BS in life, right? We all deal with it. It happens. It's just a fact of life. We deal. There's ups and downs in life, and the Page of Swords upright has the wisdom of knowing that things are constantly in flux. Things are constantly changing. Things are the tide is always in flux, and that's a wisdom. That is definitely wisdom, but it's also hard to maintain at the same time. When we are entrenched in times of difficulty and challenges, that that the universe, God presents to us, however you want to look at it. Um, there's also those moments of where we return to that placid state, and he's not in a mental state to really acknowledge that right now. Thank you very much, Priyanka, for your donation, honey. Let me quickly add you to the queue here. Hi, Priyanka. Hi, honey. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay. Sorry, one sec. Things are a little difficult when I'm using my iPad, but I'm doing my very, very best. Just adding you, honey. There we go. All right. Okay. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles with this death reverse. He feels like he's in a stagnant place right now. It goes back to what I was talking about with this Page of Swords reverse. That wisdom of knowing that the tide, as difficult as the tide can be, it does return to being placid. Right now, he just sees his life and sees his external circumstances that are difficult for him. He sees them as like things that aren't going to change, things that aren't going to things that aren't going to change, things that aren't going to manipulate, things that aren't going to be for the better. He sees things as very, and it's not about you or your connection, it's about something going on in his life. He sees and feels a lot of stagnation, and it's put him in a position where he's feeling a lot of lack. I don't know, it could be money problems, it could be more than one thing, but I think money problems is one of is he's dealing with. Excuse me, Five of Pentacles is the Pentacles card that you don't want to get. It's a feeling of lack, a feeling of not having enough, being left out in the cold, feeling without help, without assistance, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, hardships. Difficult, and it's difficult to see the sun, difficult to see the good things in one's life when someone is in that position. The sun reversed is of not just his mental state right now, which is pretty low. I'm not a doctor, I'm not here to diagnose anyone with anything, but if I were to guess, I would surmise that he's dealing with some depression right now and possibly anxiety, but I'm feeling more depression. I'm feeling more a low vibrational energy from him. And the sun is not only like, I'm not able to see or feel the sun's warmth analogously, but the sun is also, the card is also about seeing the truth being illuminated, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. He's not seeing that light at the end of the tunnel right now. And as much as he values your friendship and needs your friendship, I believe we've all done it, when we're going through particularly tough times. Some of us will run to the help of others. I guess it depends on the situation and the person. There's times, at least with me, where I retreat, and I kind of pull away from others, and that's kind of this energy that I'm seeing here with this Five of Pentacles, is him going through things in his own life and pulling away, not just from you, but from other folks in his life as well. He could find the sanctuary. He could go into the church. This is a church behind him. This is a cathedral. This is where they could find warmth and healing. But he's staying outside in the cold and the snow when he could come inside, and you're definitely one of the people that he leans on support in his life. And yeah, there's a lot that he's death reverse, the Chariot reverse. There's a lot that he is, I don't want to say he's avoiding. Yeah, there's a lot of things that he needs to take care of in his life. There's a lot of decisions he needs to make, a lot of executive choices that he needs or decisions that he needs to make that he has been putting on the back burner for now. He's under a tremendous amount of stress right now, Diana. I don't know how much he has communicated this to you with this card, with the first card being the Eight of Wands reverse. I would imagine that he has communicated pretty much none of this to you, little to none of these hardships to you. And I just want you to know that Spirit, the cards are saying he added those extra 5 cards. It was just doubling down on the message. It's nothing you did or didn't do. It's nothing you said or didn't say. This is not a you thing. It's totally something that's going on with, and in his external life, it's nothing hurting you, and you are also not the only one that he has been pulling away from energetically, and it's not permanent. He will be, he is going through it right now. I think it's more this money, but I can almost guarantee you that money is an issue. That's if it's not the issue, if it's not just one issue, it's the most major issue that he's going through right now. And especially for men, that can be very, I don't want to say embarrassing, but yeah, kind of shameful to admit to women, and to anybody, to other men as well. There's a lot of pride tied up with that, and for women too. And so that if you know, that lack of communication could very well have a lot to do with that. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Diana. I apologize for not doing the 10 cards at first, but it was very interesting seeing how it just confirmed things for me, filled in blanks that I needed filled in. So thank you very much, love. I really appreciate you. All right, Austin, good to my friend. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you so much. Austin, please come to the chat. Thank you very much. There he is. Hi again. I've been working on myself and I'm just looking for a mini reading on my current situation, if that's okay. How are people seeing me right now? People who may like or dislike me. Yeah. That can be a little tough. I'm happy to ask the question, Austin, but that can be a little tough because not everybody is going to see you in the exact same way. I'm gonna assume there's, you know, that there's quite a few people in your life. There's friends, there's coworkers, there's maybe people in different communities in your life. And not everybody's going to see you in the same way. And with 5 cards, that can be a little difficult to determine. But I can definitely get a general sense of how what people's first impressions are, you know, of you right now. Or maybe not first impressions, especially if we're asking about people that you are familiar with in your life. So just like in general, you'd like to know, because the only thing is, I just got to warn you, there might be a huge lot of variances. We might get 5 cards that have no connection to one another, and if that's the case, that would be a matter of people seeing you, you know, just people having different opinions. Could you try my friends and coworkers I'm most curious about? I absolutely can. I absolutely will. No problem. Just give me 1 second here. All right, and we are back. Sure, Austin, let's get into this. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What? How are people currently seeing Austin right now? Friends and how are Austin's friends and coworkers currently seeing him right now? And what's your sign again, Austin? You're a Leo or you're an Aquarius. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers and friends currently seeing him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How are Austin's coworkers? I think so. Do you have you maybe have Leo in your chart, because I swear I always make that mistake. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Austin's coworkers and friends see him right now? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How do Austin's coworkers and friends see him right now? Your North Node is in Leo. Okay. We have Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles reversed, and the Star reversed. Interesting, fellow Aquarius. All right, so this is good. This is very good. Your coworkers see that you are. They see that you are manifesting positive changes in your life. I know you've been going through a difficult time, Austin. I know this has been a particularly tough time for you. I don't recall if it's been over the past few months or if it's been I think it's been a difficult year for you. From the last time we spoke, I do believe you did note that. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here with this Star Reefs card right at the end. Speaking of you being, fellow Aquarius, this is our card, the Star card, and friends do recognize, especially your friends, your coworkers too, but especially your friends do recognize that this is a particularly more tumultuous time than you've been in the past, challenges than you have been faced with in the past. But they recognize that this is due to external forces, that you haven't been your regular Austin self, but they're seeing him come back. They recognize that there was a change while, and were concerned, and didn't know what to do other than be there for you and try to support you as much as they could. But like I always say, only can heal ourselves. Only we can improve ourselves and do the best for ourselves, and put in that work. And speaking of that, interestingly, we have the Queen of Pentacles upright, but we do have the King of Pentacles reversed right next to it. And they see you putting in that work, that effort, to fight through these difficult times, these challenges that you are faced with right now. And they do recognize that you're not fully back to your Austin self with the King of Pentacles reversed and the Star reversed. That being your masculine energies, your Aquarius energies, Aquarius also being masculine energies. We are a masculine sign. But they see that you're not far, you're really not far from returning to the regular. You haven't changed as a person. You've been faced with things that you haven't had to face the past, and particularly challenging things, and they did see that it affected you. It what's the I'm trying to think of the analogy or the term, but it's like it's almost like you slipped down a rock when you were climbing a mountain. Like they saw that you fell, and they see that you're getting back up, that you're righting yourself back. And what's beautiful about this as well is they see that you see the light at the end of the tunnel here with this Three of Wands, that you have patience, that you're not rushing, that healing takes time. And that's also part of the star card. The star is about healing. Your friends see that you haven't fully healed yet, but you're well on your way. And it's interesting that I didn't use the word heal, but yeah, that's what this is all about. Putting in that work, that work that I'm talking about, and that self-improvement is really about healing, Austin. And healing takes time. My mom just got her second hip replacement. Healing takes time. And we can't rush it. And I believe that her second hip is going to heal much faster than the one she had. And it just depends. Different situations, different body parts, whether it's our body or our mental health. It just depends. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it takes faster than others. But you have patience, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel here with this Three of Wands. You know that you have healed. You've made a tremendous amount of success in healing. You haven't healed fully, but you're really close to it. And I think that you feel this way. I hope you feel this way, because Spirit feels this way, and your friends feel this way with this Ace of Pentacles here, that this is a new beginning for you. The things that you have experienced recently, that you've had to work through and fight through the challenges of, have only made you stronger. It's only made you stronger, and set you on the course for not a new Austin. You're perfect the way you are. Don't change a thing. But this is a signifier of a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is one of the strongest cards in the deck. Very well known to be one of the cards in the deck. It's a new beginning, but it's a very fortuitous beginning, with regained strength and definitely healing. So, I'm not getting too much from your coworkers. I'm getting mostly energy from your friends. And to that I say, those are the ones who really matter. Mind over matter. The ones who really matter to us in our lives, is that we should pay mind to. And your friends really do value you. They really do, and they value you a lot, and are very happy to see the progress that you've made, and excited to see the future progress that occurs. Okay, so yeah, good stuff, Austin. Good stuff. Even though the star card was reversed there, I still like seeing that as well, especially as a fellow Aquarius. That's what we want to see when we're really talking about, self-improvement, but healing from difficult times. I really needed this. Glad you are live and really appreciate it. You are so welcome, Austin. That was a lovely message to impart. It really was. It was what I want to see. It was what I wanted. If I had asked the same question, it would be exactly what I wanted to have heard. So, yeah, you're very welcome, love. Thank you so much. Miss Priyanka. Priyanka, thank you so much for your donation, love. Let's see here, girly pop. Hi there, please let me know if I can expect anything in love this week. Okay. Hi, Priyanka. Yeah, let's see if you can expect anything in love this week. How are you doing, girl? I should have made myself some more tea. Good to hear, love. Good to hear. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm over at my folks' house. It's a lot hotter out here, but it's nice. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will find love this week. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Priyanka find love this week. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides will Priyanka find love this week. Oh, where do you? Well, so you don't have to tell me where you live, but you're on the other side of the equator. Dang, girly girl. Are you in Australia? You don't have to confirm or deny, but I'm gonna guess you are. No, you are. Okay. I was gonna say that's so interesting. Very cool. I've never been down under, but I will. It's definitely on my bucket list for sure. And that's specifically where I want to go is Melbourne. Yeah. That's Melbourne. I don't know if you like it there, but all the videos and stuff I've seen, it just looks very, very, I don't know, very Victorian, very old, I don't know, very special. I don't know. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Yeah. Have you been there for a long time, or like did you grow up there? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. There's a song I love too, called "Winter in July," and the first line is "All alone in Melbourne, all I do is cry, all I see is rain falling. It's winter in July." It's a really good song. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Can't imagine it being cold. Yeah, I was gonna say, and I was just saying in the summer and Christmas, right? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. That's what I was gonna say. Is I can't imagine like it being warm during. Well, heck, that actually sounds ideal. Like living in that side of the equator during time, the opposite. Yeah. Angels, messengers, and just have full-time summer all year round. Just have it be warm. Angels, messengers, and spirits. Will Priyanka find love this week? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Priyanka find love this week? Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords. That was the card I was holding the thumbnail for this live stream. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, and the Sun. Okay, so it's not an impossible possibility. It's possible. It's possible to find. I mean, to find love in 1 week can be a challenge. Happens very rarely to a lot of people. But what we want to see, or at least what I wanted to see, and what I am seeing here, is the potential for. And I'm sure this is what you were. And maybe it wasn't, but maybe this is what you were kind of asking in your question was, will the beginnings of love, will I meet a guy or will I meet someone special this week? Will the beginnings of a romance blossom this week? And it is absolutely possible. It is 100% possible, but there's a couple of caveats here that I want to show you. Being a Jewish Kabbalic tarot reader, numerology is extremely important in the way that I read. We have both the eights here, the beginning and at the end. We have the Eight of Cups and we have the Eight of Swords reversed. And in both these, especially in this reverse context and in the right context, I want to get into this. This is about blockages. I think you told me that there isn't a guy in your life right now, but I always feel like there's someone that you're still bound to. Am I wrong in assuming that there's someone you have really walked away from? And when I say that, I don't mean, are you currently seeing this person? Are you currently talking to them on the phone? Are you currently seeing them in person? There is some, and are you, you're emotionally bound to them, aren't you? You haven't cut the cord. Is that what it is? Because that's yeah, we've also got this Ten of Swords here, girl. This is something that's come to an end. Eight of Cups is, so okay, yes, you are seeing somebody right now. Like you're dating someone right now. Because they're saying that someone that you need to free yourself and that you need to walk away from. You need to free yourself, set yourself free from this person. You're about him. Yeah, spirit's sure about him. They're saying he's no bueno. He's not the one for you. If you're questioning, I don't know if he's the right. He's the one you asked about last. I'm sorry, honey, I didn't remember the last reading we did completely. So what they're saying is there is absolutely someone that if you're not sure about how you're feeling about him, they'll tell you. They'll say, girl, he's not the one. It sucks. It sucks to hear that. It sucks to know that. But it sets you free. I had to deal with the truth. I basically had to learn that not too long ago in a different situation. And it was hard. It was hard to hear. But I also got a message that as long as I let go of that person, I was going to bring someone new into my life. It was a blockage that was preventing me from. So the one I was before with is not. Yeah, he's not the one. No, there's definitely someone else. There is someone for sure on the very close horizon for you, love. Very horizon. They're saying that he is not the one. This one, the one that you're not sure about, with this Ace of Wands reverse, Eight of Cups, Eight of Swords reverse. I wish I had my camera. I'm sorry, but if I could show you all these cards, these are all breakup cards. These are all moving on cards. However, right in the center, we have the Knight of Wands and the Sun. This is your new guy. This is your shining armor. This is if you end these blockages, this Eight of Cups, Ten of Swords, if you finally bring it to an end, this guy that you're not sure of, bring it to a close, Ace of Wands reversed, set yourself free with this Eight of Swords reversed, you'll be opening up the doors for this guy. And oh my God, girl, the Knight of Wands, he's going to be very attractive, and you are going to be very attracted to him. It's going to be, like, I don't believe in love at first sight. I do and I don't. I do believe in it on reflection later on, like, oh yeah, I did fall in love with that person at first sight, but I think it can be dangerous to think like, oh, this person's the one immediately, because you never really know someone at first. But in terms of the electricity, the chemistry, that is going to be very clear to you intuitively with the Sun. You're going to know. You're going to be like, damn, like something just feels like maybe I never had a love like this. Maybe it's going to feel like something you've never felt before. And I'm not saying that you've never felt love before. I know you have. But it's going to feel very different in a good way, too. And spirit, that you are going to feel very clear, very intuitive, clear about this, but to still, and both of you are going to want to move really fast. So long as that as those motion as that forward movement is consistent, both of you, this could be really major love, hun. The sun is not just about clarity and knowing in your heart. This is like some major. The sun is also a marriage card and a baby card. Like it's the traditional artwork has a baby on a horse, holding a red flag, and it's a signifier of creation, the sun, of beginnings, of marriage. It's a marriage card. I don't know what you're looking for long term, but Spirit is saying, even in the way that the cards are cut here, it's like you've got to walk away on both sides here. So long as you walk away, you are going to be welcoming this wonderful guy into your life who's going to be like, you will be sure. Whereas you are unsure about this guy, you should never feel unsure about someone that you're with. If you're feeling unsure about someone that you're with romantically, then you're likely not into them. I mean, it could be always the case, but especially if it's newer. I don't know how long you've been with this guy, but you're gonna feel really sure about this new guy. You're gonna be like, oh, like I'm crazy about him. Like I really was blocking myself off from this like amazing person and had no idea just because I was unsure, with the other person. So I'm really really glad you asked that question, Priyanka. Spirit is definitely saying, and I've heard it before. There's there's a blockage. And when they're saying there's a blockage, they're saying that you've got to get rid of that blockage because there's something coming in. There's something that you want you to welcome into your life, that they want to bring into your life. Our spirit guides and our ancestral guides, our angels, they want us to be happy. They want us to, but they want what's best for us. If they feel that, like, with this guy that you're unsure of, if they know, which usually, I don't know if you're in a soulmate confirmation reading, but they could tell you right now. They're saying, no, you've got to walk away. If you're not sure about him, we know he's not the one. But there is we know the one, and he's not far from you. He's close to you in proximity, lives near you. Yeah, I don't know how you would meet him, but I would just the typical way in which you would meet people. I don't know if you do like singles events, or if you do online dating, or all the different ways people meet people, through friends, sometimes through work. I don't recommend that because that comes with its own baggage, but and difficulties. But he's dead out there, this special guy, and I don't often get to say that like very very easily. And they're just saying he's definitely out there. He's not far, like in terms of distance, not far in terms of time. Like this isn't like a matter of like you waiting, forever to meet this guy. This is gonna be fast. Wands is fast moving energy. Hi, Crystal. Absolutely. Yeah, you can ask a question. Yeah, and thank you so much, Priyanka, for your donation. I really appreciate you. I hope I brought you clarity there, and I love that news, and that's great. I mean, it is hard to make that decision, and it's easier said than done, but knowing that love is out there for you, and I knew it was, is really reassuring. Yeah, Crystal. If you made a donation, you would be next. And all my donation information is posted in the chat and at the top of the chat. allergies up here, yo. All right. So yeah, the donation queue is currently open. So whoever makes a donation next will be next. Happy full moon, everybody. Oh shoot. All my crystals are at home. So I can't put them out in the moon tonight, but that's okay. And if you are watching this live, please be a doll and remember to click the like button. It really helps me out. Here's my little box. There you go. I need another cup of tea. I will be right back. And I am back. Hi, JP. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, wait, what is going on? I took my best friend Lexi on an international flight recently. I paid for everything. Oh, that's so sweet of you. She wasn't ungrateful per se, but she's kind of uncomfortable. Is it because I didn't buy business class? I mean, I think that's really, really sweet of you, E. And if she didn't say she didn't say anything, like she didn't like communicate to you like, oh, like things would be different, like would be nice if I had this, like I usually do. I don't know, do you travel with her a lot? But that's just like something that she likes typically. I mean, it could very well be, I don't know, maybe she was just having a bad day. But she's your best friend, and I think your judgment is probably good there, depending on how long you've known and how long she's been your best friend. I'm a little concerned that this is not. Wait, how come? Am I knocked offline? Oh no, wait, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, so essentially I wouldn't be able to tell you. That might be the reason. But I also think that that was really, really sweet of you, and she's probably just very polite and grateful, and doesn't want to. That's the reason she doesn't want to express it, or maybe she doesn't know quite the words to express it, But sounds like you have a great friend there, E. And you sound like a very, very generous, very kind friend. She should be so lucky to have you in her life. I don't know if those of you watching can hear the background noise, but my mom's rocking out to some music right now, and I don't want to harsh her mellow, so I'm not gonna tell her to turn it down. But if you hear she had Jingle Bell Rock on a moment ago. That is not her music choice, but hey, whatever you want to listen to, it's all good. Although she was listening to Chris Isaac a moment ago, which is awesome. But if she starts singing again, I might have to turn it down. So there's 6 of y'all watching. I'm just curious. Well, some of you probably don't want to, maybe you don't want to reveal yourselves. I don't know. How hot is it where everyone is right now? Because I am roasting. Yeah, speaking of discretion, I offer private readings. I offer two different types of private readings. I, of course, offer one-on-one private readings. Those are by appointment only. And we just ask as many questions as you need. And it's just one-on-one over Zoom, me and you. And I have my card cam and everything. I also offer them at no additional donation amount, over voice memos, over DM on Instagram, or typed via, you know, just letting y'all know. And the cue is I will be on for about another 20 minutes or so. So, if you indeed have a question, next person to donate will be next. Thank you. Aqua Emmy, how are you, girl? Happy Saturday to you. How are you doing? You're good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Happy full moon tonight. I'm at my parents' house right now, and I went outside last night at like 2 in the morning or something. I know. I was gonna say I feel like it's been a while. And fellow Aqua girl, it's a full moon in Aquarius tonight, so. And I'm wearing my moon shirt. I didn't even think about this when I put this shirt on today, and I brought it from home too. It was not intentional, but it says, "Where there is darkness, there's light." My moon shirt. Anyway, yeah. Full moon Aquarius night. Woo woo. So it's our time to shine. It's our time to shine, girl. Have you had a good weekend so far? I love it too. I found it at Target like years ago. I was like, I like that message. I like the color. I like that T-shirt. I think it's yeah. Where there's darkness, there's light. It is true. It is true. You would like a reading? I can accommodate that for you, love. I can take care of you. Just let me know when you have sent your donation and we will get started. Sorry I don't have my card table tonight, but I'll show you every card that I pull for you. I'll like hold it up. Actually, I want more of that. Thanks so much, girl. Thank you, girl. Did you want multiple questions or did you want a reading? What would you like, sweetheart? Your best friend Lexi have a past life? I believe she did. I have my own thoughts about that. I mean, I wouldn't know. Sorry, love. Just one in depth. You got it, honey. Please go ahead and your question. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have some theories about animals and past lives. I used to think that if you're, and I don't know how you feel about this, Emmy, but I used to feel like if you were one animal, like a cat or a dog or a horse, that you'd come back as that animal, or and your past life was that animal, but there are definitely some animals that I am convinced that they were reincarnated as humans, or that they have every intention of reincarnating as a human to be in that person. And I'm deadly serious, but I'm sure you're laughing. Ha 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 ha. What are Jenny's intentions, thoughts, and feelings? Oh, you want to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions? Oh yeah, you said intentions, thoughts, and feelings. Sorry, girl, a little bit of an airhead right now. Let me give myself some space here. And if this falls down, please don't laugh at me. Nobody laugh at you guys. Okay, I'm sorry, but I haven't read into that energy in a long time. Just curious, and if you can, not so much negative. Yeah, for sure. Oh dear Lord. Emmy, obviously I know what your sign is, hun, but what is her sign? You'd come in real helpful right now. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards me? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides. What are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Thanks, Masters and Spirit Guides, what are Jenny's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Emmy? Okay, let's see. I might be a little slow pulling the cards as well because I have a very small space to work with here, but I don't want them flipping around and not being in the right position. 10 of Wands reversed. The Hanged Man reversed. The Empress reversed. King of Cups reversed. Of Cups. Justice reversed. Three of Pentacles reversed. Four of Wands reversed. The Lovers. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles reversed. Two of Swords. Five of Cups. Strength. And Page of Cups. Yeah, but I mean, definitely, it's not just because predominantly reversed cards. There is just a lot of heavy energy here. You don't have to tell me the context of your connection with Jenny. I don't know if it's friendship, romantic, family. But this is a lot. Just give me there's a whole lot of cards here, a lot of process here. And we got to do it properly. Let's start with, well, give me a moment just to assess everything here. Okay, there was definitely some kind, I don't want to know, I don't know if it was an argument, but I would be very surprised if the two of you are still speaking right now, if you're still on speaking terms at this time. With your general energies, we're going to start there, because you can correct me. If I'm not hitting the mark, please tell me. Say, no, I don't feel that way, or I don't feel, please tell me if I'm getting it wrong, please. I won't be offended. It helps me. But I'm seeing with your general energies, in this situation, we have the Ten of Wands reversed, Justice reversed, and Page of Pentacles reversed. On one hand, you are cognizant of why certain things had to come to a close between you and her. There were very real difficulties and burdens that I think weren't being shared in a way that they should have been, and were creating more problems, not just between the two of you, but also just within your life and possibly within hers as well. There was a fundamental imbalance in this connection with, again, I don't know the context, and you're not required to tell me if you don't want to, but there was a fundamental imbalance with this Justice reversed card. Someone, likely you, was putting in more effort, either more effort and or communication, time, money, thoughts, mental energies. It didn't feel balanced to you. Again, please speak out if you don't feel this way, if this isn't the case. And it got to a point with this Page of Pentacles reversed, it got to a point where you had to take matters in hands. I, again, would be surprised if the two of you are on speaking terms. And I would also be surprised if she was the one who initiated things, you guys not talking. I think that you initiated things. I want to say they've come to an end between the two of you. I'm still not certain on what's going on here, because I'm seeing some very different energies on her end, which is what we're going to get. I still haven't heard from you. Still don't know if I'm hitting the mark here, if this is resonating. If it's not, please shout out. Like, let me know so I can get on the right track here, because there's a lot of unpack here. There's a lot of peanuts to unpack. It is okay. So now let's move to her general energies. We have the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. And this is why I'm as though, and the fact that you're a fellow Aquarius, we do what we need to do. We don't often cut people out of our lives, and I'm not saying you did that necessarily, but because it's very hard for us to, but we're the King of Swords. We will when necessary. Doesn't make it any easier for us than another sign. I just think that us and Libras, and possibly Geminis as well, the Swords, we not only do we delineate boundaries more, I think, than a lot of other signs, but it's maintaining the boundaries and maintaining your boundaries here. Now she's a Sagittarius, and I look at this from an astrological perspective, which I am going into. Sorry about that, bird walk, but it is part of this. She's a Sagittarius. I'm getting very different from her, and this is also why, yeah, I think that you were the one who was like I can't with this anymore. You're not doing this, you're not saying this, or you are saying this and you are doing this, and I'm not happy with these things. She's having a very difficult time walking away from this connection. With the Eight of Cups, she is not the most logical person when it comes to a lot of things. Air signs we are very logical people, just in general. We can be romantic, but we often mix that with practicality and logic. And whereas a lot of fire signs don't, and I'm not getting that from her. I think she does recognize that there were issues, the issues that you brought up, and that were the reason for whatever happened between the two of you. She sees how valid they are. She understands. Yet she still wants you in her life. It's very hard for her to wait, even though she knows that it's probably the right thing to do. She still feels that there is a new beginning on the horizon for the two of you, a possibility for a new beginning horizon for the two of you. She does not. She's having a very difficult time believing that this is it. She still holds. I'm not going to make any implications here, but I don't know if this is. I don't think this is a sister or a family thing. It's either romantic or friendship. Could be a little bit of both. Very much still. I don't know how long you guys have known each, but Page of Cups, the way it's communicated to me, has always been the crush card. It's someone who her mind a lot, and there's emotions involved there too. So again, I'm not implicating, the nature of the connection, and I'm not putting any theories on it or anything, but that's where she's at emotionally. She's hung up on you. She's thinking about you a lot. But she still recognizes the fact that there's something wrong here. And it's likely to do with either her behavior or a lack of behavior, or a lack of action, or a lack of communication, or something she possibly said. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope you do. I hope this is resonating. Please just let me know. Her thoughts towards you. We have the Hangman reversed, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and the Two of Swords. Yeah. She recognizes her perspective on you hasn't changed. If she feels the same way she felt about you the day she met you. It hasn't changed. Yeah, our feelings for people change over time, but she still sees you exactly the same way. And similar to this that Eight of Cups I was talking about, how despite the fact that she recognizes that there's something wrong here. Yeah, I'll show you that in a moment. How does she see you? Beautifully. Very, very, like you're the one that she thinks of most highly in her life. She values you the most. She's your. I don't want to. Yeah, she's not an obsession, but she's got deep feelings for you, and she sees you as like the ideal person, and at least for her at this time. Again, I don't know how long that you've known one another, but going back to this, how I was saying, like, even though she knows that there's something wrong here, she still can't accept that it's over. Very difficult for her to accept that things are completely over, and she still has these feelings for you. And however, she does think, yeah, there are problems here. I see. Not me. I don't. I'm just the messenger. She sees the problems. She thinks, she agrees that there are problems there, that can be fixed, but they might not be. And that's where this confusion comes in with this Two of Swords. She's not quite sure, and that is a very confusing place to be, where you do see the logic. She's seeing your Aquarian logic. You know, your whatever reasons you had are completely valid. Spirit's saying they're valid. I don't know what they were, but it looks like they were totally valid to me. It looks like you had every reason to do this. I see how strong your feelings for her are as well, and how this could not have been easy to maintain this boundary, you know, to say to just like say, hey, like, I know what I need, and I know what I need from you, and you're not giving it to me, so it's not going to work. That's hard for her to, that's really hard for her to accept, and it's harder for her to, I don't want to say it's harder for her to deal with you, because you're dealing with it too, and it's not a competition. Whereas, I just think you're more logical than she is. I think she's definitely a huge optimist. Her feelings are a little troubling. We have the Empress reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, and the Cups. Now I think we're getting a little closer to the whys, and you don't have to tell me why things ended, but we've got a few. Did she not want to be like seen in public? Did that have something to do with this? Because the Four of Wands reverse is often indicative of that. Thank you, Emmy. I'm glad I'm bringing you some clarity here, because there's a lot going on here, and I just want to unpack it and help and bring you, you know, fill in the blanks where there are blanks, you know. But yeah, this Four of Wands reverse, the Empress reverse, it's like she could do two things: not wanting to make things official, not wanting to be seen with you possibly in public, and ultimately she feels guilty and regretful about this. She feels really badly. She I don't want to say, I'm like, this is clearly like, she even sees that she was the fault here. She was at fault. I don't like to do the whole like, you're perfect, the other person did everything wrong. It always takes two to tango. There's always things, but really in this situation, you've really done nothing wrong, and you know that. And she didn't do anything wrong per se. It's just more inaction. Her intentions towards you, we have King of Cups reversed. Speaking of actions, let's talk about her intentions. We have the King of Cups reversed. This is the end. Our last three cards. We got the King of Cups, the Lovers, and the Strength cards. So the King of Cups is intense. In fact, I want a little bit of clarity on that. I know what's going on with the Lovers and Strength, but when it comes to intentions, I'm a little confused here. If this is something to do, if this is a romantic situation, I'm getting feelings of she's not comfortable with that. You know, she's not comfortable with being out in the open there. Because King of Cups reversed, when we're talking about intentions, that's often deception, that's hiding something. Because I don't feel like there's another person. Maybe there is, but I don't get that feeling. I feel like you're the one for her. She thinks about you and you alone. I'm not seeing anyone else. I'm not seeing any other queens. I'm not seeing any kings. There's no other people here. It's just you. So if she's intending on hiding something from you, it could be more she's intending on hiding something from the world, which is maybe her feelings for you and her feelings as a woman who has feelings for other women. Because damn, girl, yeah, she intends to still keep you. I don't know if she's trying to, but she definitely wants you in a romantic capacity. Still, she can't let go of the fact that you're gone, and it feels romantic. And if it's not, then that's news to you. But I mean, we got Strength below that too. she's okay. Thank you so much. It's awesome. She is really where's E when I need him? It's very, very, very difficult for her to accept that this isn't continuing. She's very determined. I know she's a Sagittarius, so yeah, it's very fiery energy, and if the two of you aren't speaking right now, I wouldn't be surprised if she's trying to reach out to you at this very moment. I have no doubt that she's thinking about you moment, and if she's not thinking about you, she's doing everything to not think about you. You know what I mean? Like she's deliberately maybe like trying to distract herself from thoughts of, because it just pervades her mind. So yeah, this is I'm a little unsure with the intentions. What do you mean there? How do you feel unsure about that? I know we had the King of Cups reversed, the Lovers, because we can out, and this, and Strength. So you say you're unsure about her intentions. You mean in what I was seeing, or in terms of what you how long has it been since y'all have talked? Because the King of Cups might not be about deceit. It's about her own emotional. She could be going through a lot of emotional irrationality right now. I don't know if irrationality is the right word, but just very, very intense. The best analogy I like to use for excuse me, I'm gonna just turn this around. A while, but it's okay. Well, you're how long a while are we talking about? Because you are the energy is very pervasive. I don't want to get so hung up on her. I feel you, girl. I feel you there. I feel you. Because it sounds like you had your reasons. Sounds like you had your reasons. I've got my cards read. Yeah. I feel you, girl. I feel you. It sounds like you for sure had your reasons, and it sounds like she has not moved on. I saw no cards there about moving on. Oh, well, I'm glad, love. I'm glad. It's clearly a complicated situation. The energies were really intense. I don't know if it's the full moon or what, but the energies were, whew. You're so welcome, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always, and wish you all the best. Don't want to get hung up on anyone. I feel like she's hung up on you. I think I even said she's hung up on you, and that's never a good place to be. And it sounds like I know you know your boundaries and when to set them. Much love and light to you, sweetheart. And it was lovely seeing you. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. These last summer weekends. So I'm gonna do a last call. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll do my very, very bestest. But I'm not 100% pause. But yeah, last call for all donations, please. Hi, Haley Holm. How are you? Welcome. We're doing last call for all donations tonight. So, hi, Teresa. Good to see you, love. It is late o'clock, I'm sure. I mean, it's late o'clock here, so I'm sure it's late o'clock where you are. But yeah, we're just doing a last call for all donations tonight. If anyone had a question. It's a lot hotter out where my folks live. See, I'm actually wearing a tank top. Yeah, I actually just woke up. I went to bed early and then I woke up. So, wow. Yeah. Sleep has been very off for me. I'm gonna be honest. I took a lot of naps today. I was supposed to get a lot of stuff done that I didn't, and I'm a little upset. The summer will do that. I straight up missed a doctor's appointment earlier this week because I slept through the phone call. It was pretty bad, but I rescheduled it. It's all good. It's all kosher. All good. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for any and all donations, any questions you may have. I'm gonna do my best to come back on tomorrow, but I'm not 100% positive. You know how things go. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. You too. You too. I'm gonna try and find something entertaining to watch. This lighting is not the best, but we do what we can, right? Last call, everybody. Tonight for all questions. Thank you. Yeah, it's very interesting how different the vertical live stream formats are as opposed to the horizontal, the different photos and whatnot. Last call, everybody. Last call. All right, I'm going to call it a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.